Hello. So who's ready for some fall treats? Today we're gonna do a pumpkin mini muffin that's kind of like a donut hole. It's gonna be rolled in cinnamon sugar and it's gonna be amazing. So I already have stuff measured out, so it's just a little easier to get into the bowl. I have a 1 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour. We're gonna do a 1/2 cup of brown sugar. You can use light brown sugar or dark brown sugar. Then I have my baking powder, my salt, my pumpkin pie spice, my cinnamon. We're gonna put that in. All right, and then we're just gonna mix that around with our flour. You can already smell the amazing spice. All right. So then we are going to add in a 1/4 cup of melted butter, but cooled. You don't want it too hot. Then you're gonna add in a 1/2 cup of whatever kind of milk you wanna use. You're gonna add in 3/4 cups of pumpkin pie, or I'm sorry, pumpkin puree, not pumpkin pie. Though I'm sure pumpkin pie would taste amazing too. All right, we're gonna do 1 large egg, and because I have chickens and these are fresh eggs, you always crack them into a bowl before you put them into a recipe. Anyone who has chickens knows what kind of catastrophe that could be. So 1 large egg into your bowl, and then last but not least, we're gonna use a 1/2 cup of sourdough discard. You can use active or discard. It has never made a difference in any of my recipes. I just use what I have at the time. All right. So now we're gonna whisk it together. And fall is just so amazing. I love pumpkin. Pumpkin anything. Pumpkin coffees, muffins, breads, cinnamon rolls. I mean, I have pumpkin pies. I definitely love savory. I'm not a huge sweets person, but I love pumpkin flavored just about everything. All right. So we're gonna make sure we've got that good and whisked. Get it out of our whisk. And then I have a mini muffin pan that I'm just gonna take some spray our little Since there's no liners, we want it to be able to come out quickly or easily. And then I'm gonna take a small little scooper and just start filling. If you don't have a small scooper, you can just take 2 spoons and alternate the 2 spoons in scooping it off of each other. Because these are mini, and this isn't a large, I don't know what size scooper this is. It's not the big ice cream scoop, but you only want to fill it about halfway because you don't want these muffins to be huge. You want them to be a little bit more rounded so that they look more like donut holes. So we'll fill our scooper about halfway and go through. This one has 24. And this makes 24 muffins, regular size muffins. So the mini muffins, this recipe will make about 48 of the little holes. Oh, that's a little too much. All right. And definitely feel free to let me know what your favorite fall treats are, whether they're savory and stews or soups. I love all kinds of squash stuff, which pumpkin is a squash, but I love squash soups and stuff like that. So let me know what you like and maybe we can make it. That would be fun. I always love trying new recipes. Cooking is my love language. All right, 2 more. All right, so once I have all these filled, you're gonna have your oven preheated to 350 degrees, and then we are going to cook for 13 minutes, and then I will let you know what they look like when they come out. See you then. All right, they are out of the oven. I popped them out of the muffin pan and cooled them for about 10 minutes. We've got about half a cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, and another 1/4 cup of butter that is melted. So you're just gonna do a little assembly line. You're gonna rotate your muffin in butter, and then you're gonna roll it in the cinnamon sugar. And then back on your tray it goes. I feel like sometimes with the cinnamon sugar, it doesn't, you can't just pour it on top. You actually physically have to roll it in there for it to soak in. All right, so we're gonna get all 24 of these. I have the rest of the batter in the oven right now, baking, and oops. Then I will come back and show you what they look like on the inside, and we'll taste one and see if they taste just as amazing as they sound and they look. Thanks. All right, so I got all 24 done. We're gonna take one, we will break them apart, and let's try it, see how amazing. My kids are gonna fight over these. All right, well, thanks for following along. Check back every day for a new fall recipe. Thank you.